Alright guys, we are back here, now that we're nice and loaded up. So it appears the game doesn't feel like cooperating um, this particular second on adding wheels, which unfortunately does mean that I think we need to start anew, which is not ideal, but hey, what can you do? Yeah, so I don't think we have much of a choice, because adding the wheels appears to be kind of, oh, well, glad to know that's not sunk in the ground or anything, because that would just be silly. Ah, space engineers, why do you do this? Is that going to sink in the ground? No, it is not. Although apparently it's teetering on a rock. Alright, but we do have a design to go off of. So, we know that we're going to put a remote control right there. Very nice. We're going to put an ore detector on its face. We're going to... excuse me. Battery there. Battery there. Boom, 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 boom. Everything's awful. Everything's awful. Now we're going to build it over here. And we're going to make it so it doesn't fall over this time. And lucky for us, we already know how we're going to build this. Alright. Right. Man, it's almost as if we've done this before. Weird, huh? Ah, we're so pro. So much pro. So much pro. Ah, I'm good at English. Oh yeah, it's not like this remote control's hard to build or anything. For sure. Yeah, most of what I've played of Space Engineers has either been in like a three-person, 2 or 3-person multiplayer survival, or in creative mode. So this is sort of the first long-term single-player survival endeavor. Actually not sure if I have that remote control block facing the right direction. I'm going to be a little bit sad if it's the wrong way around. But unfortunately, those power cells, I won't, or the batteries, I won't actually be able to get the power cells back. Let's see if the suspension falls off. No, okay, so you can mount it from the side. That's good to know. Yeah, like when I grind these guys down, I won't get the power cells back. Probably not going to grind the other one down all the way right here on camera, but because it takes so long. one of our first objectives should probably be to upgrade our tools. Um, there are 3 or 4 tiers of tool. Can't actually remember. How many are there? There's 4 tiers of tool. And we're starting with the 0 tier tool. So once we're up to elite stuff, things should be quite a bit faster, but it'll take us a while to actually get to that point. Alright, now we're going to place this guy the right way. Boom. Glad that didn't flip. Okay, very nice. And we're actually not going to drop this thing off of the stilts here until we are sure that it's like hooked up right. Now, I'm not convinced that this is going to be a good vehicle because of how small it is. Hopefully it won't flip, but it is very possible that it's too small to be stable. Which would be a little bit unfortunate, but you know, what can you do? Don't really have the resources for something very large with a wide wheelbase just yet. So once we have these wheels built, we'll make the seat, and we'll make, or we'll finish the batteries, and then we'll test to make sure the wheels are on here correctly and get everything tuned before we drop it onto the ground. Now, I do have quite a few blueprints of various ships that I've built previously, but for this playthrough, I don't think I'm going to use any previous designs, just so I can sort of bring you guys along for the design process. So it's a little bit unfortunate. I think the sun is getting towards setting, which isn't great, to be honest with you. Because once it gets dark, it'll be dark for a good while. Okay, that guy's built. Alright, perfect. Alright, so once we have this guy built, we'll need 8 power cells, and then we can begin testing. Yeah, when you first build power cells, they have a little bit of power in them, presumably to make it so you can build a small ship and then dock it to your base to charge it up if you're going with a purely electric vehicle, which means you can't get the power cells back, because then you could generate infinite power by, you know, building the power or the batteries up, tearing them down, building them up, tearing them down, so on and so forth. Which is a little bit unfortunate. It's really annoying not to get those back. Because if you don't have this stuff for reactors, you can really get yourself into a rut if things get blown up. Alright, let's see here. So, our wheels are rotating the right direction. Alright, so now We don't want these front wheels on propulsion, and we don't want the rear wheels on steering. Well, we do want them on steering, actually, and let's reduce them down to a 0.04 steering angle to help with stability a little bit, but we don't want them being too aggressive. We don't want the front wheels powered at all. But we're going to raise the dampening, maybe 30%. Okay. So the wheels are going the right direction this time. Let's reduce the... Why is that raising? Using 0 will effectively lock the suspension. Okay. Weird. Why is it doing that? Why has it gone and done that? Why are the wheels raised? Okay, they're lowering back down now. Very strange, very strange. Oh, and these front wheels shouldn't spin at all when I hit back and forth. No, they do not. Good. Alright. Steering speed 1 Newton meter. Power, friction, let's raise the dampening up a little bit more actually still. Wheels are arguably one of the more difficult things. Well, let's limit this guy down to maybe 80 kilometers an hour, which is a little... Well, why they've gone and done that? Alright. Strength. Why are... they locked up like that? It doesn't make any sense to me. What? Are wheels just buggy? Am I not allowed to use them? Like, what's happening here? Maybe the wheels are upside down? Is the other way the right way around? Don't suppose I have any choice other than to tear these down and find out. But it is starting to get dark. Okay. Guess the wheels are on upside down. I'm curious what our batteries are like. So let's see here. Fully depleted in 46 days. Okay. That's alright. Man. So one of the things that they added recently-ish is a block limit. You can turn it off by the settings, but like literally limited by the to the number of blocks you can place. Like each of these guys is a block. And I mean the limit's pretty high, but I want to say it's at like 10,000 blocks by default, which seems like a lot, but it really doesn't seem like a lot to me. I don't know. I have it turned off for this world, and any worlds I have in the future I'll probably leave it off, but it just seems very strange. Alright. Here we go. Boom. A little bit jumpy. Go ahead and do this guy first. Then this guy. just happened? Why am I welding? Oh, that's right. They added it. They made it so you could double click and like hold the welder on. That's a silly feature. I don't know why that's there. Like, if your left mouse button is that hard to... I mean, I don't know. I guess why not add features, right? But I don't know who had that complaint. Who's like, man, my pointer finger gets really tired really quick while playing Space Engineers. Like, I don't know who who that was. Just seems odd. I really hope I have the wheels the right way around now. They weren't really lowering, which is odd. Has me a little bit nervous that wheels are just bugged in this version. In this version. Wheels have always been bugged. What are you talking about? Yeah, this is on the smaller end of things to build, which is why I'm not cutting or anything. But so once we have some resources up and going, hopefully we find uranium. That way we can just leave our reactor on all the time. Currently, we have a reactor on the ship, but it's currently off. And I'd like to just leave it on, but... Alright, let's see here. So, here's what we want. We want to increase the strength. We'll leave the height offset. Increase the dampening. Okay, good. Let's grab the remote control. Alright, good. So let's turn the propulsion off of these guys. Turn the steering angle down to that, which I know isn't what it was before, but I don't know, deal with it. Let's actually, on these guys, reduce the steering speed to 0.5, so that way it takes them... Oh, no, I'm stupid. 0.25. That way it takes them the same amount of time to turn. And let's get the return steering speed down to 0.25 as well. Perfect. And it does appear to be facing the right direction now. So let's grab a spotlight for headlights. I wonder if that's facing the right direction. No, we need some interior plates. Oh, that is bright. Ooh, and we'll get to check out these bad boys. Oh, this one's gone too. Oh well. I don't know, I feel like that's nice. Actually, do we have room for... Will this one place at least? Yeah, this one will place. I'm just not allowed to build it. Alright, and let's go ahead and grab this. Grab this. Alright. And now this guy should work on the switch, right? Yeah, perfect. Cool. Now, let's see if our sensor on the ship can actually find us any resources. So, ore detector's off. Let's go ahead and turn that bad boy on. Yes. On. Okay. Now Can we see anything? Nickel and silicon. Alright. My guess is that there's more to see. But I think this guy is working for now. So let's go ahead and get it off of its stilts. So that way we can go ahead and take it for a test drive. Oh no, I need to get that block. Come on, come on. There we go. Now let's go ahead and grab this remote control. And while we're here, let's go ahead and handbrake on off. Okay. So, let's see, I think these guys have a little bit too much power. Maybe too much friction. So let's reduce that down to 20. Strength, let's go to 8. Oh, we actually do need to have a speed limit. Let's have it set to 60 kilometers per hour for now. I'm not sure why we're moving so much just when we're turning, but I don't know why this guy's so jumpy. Like, I'm not even trying to turn right now. Are the wheels hitting something? No. Maybe let's take the front wheels, reduce the steering angle down to 0.28. Let's get the front wheels back propulsion. It's still jumpy. I just don't know why it's this jumpy. This is awful. Good God. Alright. Alright. We weren't going fast. Don't flip. Maybe let's reduce the power down even more. Let's reduce the power to 5%. Friction to 15. Oh man. So, propulsion, 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 propulsion. Maybe bump the power back up to... It's a little bit better, still not great. So, I don't know, let's just go with it. So, let's see, silicon, magnesium, and nickel. Not great. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to add a gyroscope to this, even though shouldn't need one. Also, the suspension strength is too high. Suspension strength is way too high. Maybe if I reduce this. Okay, we have a little bit of suspension travel now. That actually did make it nicer. Yeah, we're still going to add a gyroscope. Um, but anyway, um, these front wheels are a little more compressed. That seems like a good stopping point for today. We have the rover. It is working. Um, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of our little buggy here. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.